quadratic because it's going to have, remember this like little baby 2? Like x squared, okay? That's an exponent, okay, with a thing of 2. It's only a quadratic if it has a 2, okay? So that's an important part. You have to have the baby 2 there, okay? And then a quadratic, a shape looks like this. It can be going up, okay? What shape does that look like? If you had to put a letter on it? A U, okay? So a quadratic looks like a U, okay? It can be going down, it can be going left, or opening right, okay? Typically, all you're going to see from me is either opening up or opening down, okay? So all of your pictures should look like this when you guys are drawing, okay? They should be opening up or opening down, okay? So a linear one, okay, when we just see x or like 2x, okay, that's just a straight line, which is what you guys have done before, okay? You started and you rose 1 and you went over 2, okay? Today we're doing this. We're doing the quadratic, okay? Okay, so this is what we need to talk about, and there's a lot of important stuff on here, okay? This is the mom and dad function, and the reason I say the mom and dad function is because every other function, whether it's a long, long time ago, you guys had tons of ancestors, right? And everyone eventually, they had a kid, and then their kid had a kid, and then their kid had a kid, right? So if you think about your family tree, although you may not know all those people, your family actual bloodline tree is huge, okay? So you might have a long, long, long 15th cousin, okay? Okay, so every graph is based off the mom and dad graph, okay? Now, it starts at 0, 0, okay? This point, this first one right here, the big blue one, that's called the vertex, and it's always going to start at 0, 0, okay? To get the second set of points, and you just have to have this memorized, okay? To get the second set of points, we're going to go up 1 and over 1, okay? You would go up 1 and over 1, okay? The third set of points that you're going to graph, so we go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, okay, to get the second set, okay? The next set, you go from here, okay, and this is the mistake people make. Everybody can graph these. They're pretty easy once you get it, okay? You have to count from this dot, okay, from the first dot. And you're going to go up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and over 2. Up 4 and over 2. And that's how we make this U shape, okay? So, again, we go up 1 over 1, up 4 over 2. Does that make sense? Yeah. Yes, dear. We have. Okay, when we did the absolute value, and it was like a V shape, okay? So, and that's why I said, okay, other than that, there's not too much on here. So, this part, and we will write it on your guys' paper in a minute, but let's talk about that. Okay, this is the formula. Okay, it goes like this. Y equals A x minus H. Remember I told you baby squared plus K. Okay. The K, if it's a plus out here on the outside, it makes it go up. So if it was a plus 3, it's going to go up 3. Remember we started at 0, 0? That means you're going to go up 3. Okay, if it's a minus, which way do you think it goes? Down. Okay, on the inside of here, whatever is here, okay, if it's a minus, and we'll start with the plus. If it's a plus, you're going to go left. Okay, if it's a minus, then which way do you think you go? Right. To the right. Okay, and then there's 2 other pieces. The A is going to be our slope, which we will talk about. Okay, and then if, and I say if, okay, if there's a minus, that makes our picture open down. So if there's no minus there, then our graph's going to be opening upwards. If there is a minus, it's going to open downwards. Okay, now this part I don't expect you to have memorized. Okay, that would be way too much. Eventually your brain will naturally memorize it, okay? But the up 1 over 1, up 4 over 2, you do have to have memorized, okay? Because that's a cheater way. Otherwise, you have to type it in and do, is there a parenthesis? Do the parentheses, then do the exponent, and then you times, and that's too much, right? Okay, so the cheater way is to say up 1 over 1, up 4 over 2. Everybody got it? Yes? Okay. Yes, sir.
If there's a minus before the A, but there's also a plus, which way do you go?
There wouldn't be a plus and a minus. It would be one or the other. Okay, so if we look at this, again, see how there's a -1 on the inside of here? Okay, and you can see on here, the black one, this one, that's our mom and dad graph. It started at 0, 0. Okay, the -1 made our graph from 0, 0. We went over 1 and then we graphed it. Our U shape moved over 1 this way. Okay, if there's a +2, okay, it moved from the black one over 2 units this way. Okay, same thing, you can move it up or down. This is my black one. Okay, the red one said +3, so you would go 1, 2, 3, and put your dot, and then we could draw our picture. Okay, if it said -2, you're gonna go 1, 2, put your dot, and then draw your picture. Okay, and then notice how this one, see the minus? It made our graph open downwards. Okay, the slope, okay, does our stretch or compression. Okay, so you guys ever played with slime? What happens if I take my slime and I start pulling it? It kind of starts drooping, right? If you do it far enough, it's going to droop and probably eventually touch the ground or break. Okay, that's a stretch. Okay, instead of my graph being like this, which is the regular graph, right? It got stretched way out, so it's just a really wide, fat graph. Okay, a compression, right? When we compress something, it gets pushed and pushed in, and it stretches really tall and long and skinny. Okay. Okay, what's this called? That is the vertex. Does this graph open up or down? It opens down. Okay. Okay, we started here at 0, 0. So what did it do? It went up about 3 something, and then did it go left or right? It went to the right, I don't know, half. Okay. Okay, where does this graph start? Where's the vertex? At 0, 0. Okay, and again, this is how they drew it. They went up 1 over 1, and then we do what? Up 4 over 2. Okay, you cannot go, and you can see it on here. If I go 4 over 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, am I on the graph? No, you have to do the 4 from the vertex, from the first dot. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 over 2. Notice how that's right on that tick mark? Okay, 4 over 2. Okay, when I give you guys your paper, you need to write this on it somewhere. Okay, that way you have it, because I'm going to have to get off that page, and then you're going to need it. What, Tommy? Thank you.
So, it'll be up and down. If it's with the K.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
it's on the outside.
Thank you.
It's going to make more sense once we start to do it.
So
Okay.
if it was a positive, it would be upwards, and if it was negative, it would be down.
No, just, Jane, did I give you 2 sheets or 1?
That's all we have to write?
Yep, so write that formula on your paper. You're gonna need it. There's no way for you to do it without it, okay? Okay, and then you're gonna need that part in blue and green, okay, that tells you go up or down. Okay, so you need, at the very least, okay, all of this. Okay, now, the other stuff is helpful because you're gonna have some negatives on here, okay, so you do need to know what that means, but you will need everything else that is up there. Okay, you cannot do the graphs without it.
Todo lo que circula.
See this, you hear this thing? Plus this, arriba, abajo. Ask him how many other teachers fucking talk Spanish and help him out. They just give him a paper and something. So, this down to abajo. See? And then this. Yeah, see that? And something else. See? That make sense? But it's not the V. Last time we did this, like the U.
I remember we did a U one time.
We did not. Okay, so look at number 1 on your sheet. Okay, so how you read these is from the back to the front. Okay, so, and what I would tell you is to put your pencil on 0, 0, and just leave it there. Just hold it. Okay, so if your pencil's here, what does this -3 do? A minus on the outside does what? Down 3. So move your pencil down 3. Don't make a dot until I tell you to make a dot. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay, a +1 on the inside does what? It's going to go left 1. Okay, so we're going to go left 1. Now, once you hit the second shift, and you've done these 2 shifts, that's when you make your dot. Okay, so we're going to make our dot there. Okay, and then you need to start to ask yourself, before you make any other dots, does this graph open upwards or downwards? How do we know that it opens upwards? Okay, so there would be a negative right here. Okay, between the equal sign and between the parenthesis, there would be a negative there. Okay, because there's no negative, that means it opens upwards. Okay, so from this dot, okay, we're going to go up 1 and over 1. Up 1 and over 1 and put a dot. Okay, and you got to do that same thing on the other side. You're going to go up 1 and over 1 and put your dot. Okay, now you're going to go back to your vertex, the very first dot that you made. Okay, and we're going to go up 4 this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and over 2. Up 4 and over 2. Okay, and so now I have all 5 dots, and there's my graph. Okay, the reason that this is called vertex form, okay, I can see here that this is 1 and 3. 1, 3. You can pick out the vertex, okay? Okay, look at number 3. We're going to start our pencil on 0, 0. Okay, this one starts at 0, 0. Okay, put your pencil on 0, 0, which is right here. Okay, what does this +1 do? It's going to go up 1. Okay, so move your pencil up 1. What does this +2 do on the inside? Go left 2. Can I even go right 2? No, you would be off the graph. Don't draw me anything off the graph. Okay, so we're going to have to go over 2. Okay, that's our vertex. That's going to be our first dot. From that dot, now you're going to go up 1 and over 1 and put a dot. So count up 1 and over 1. Okay, up 1 and over 1. Okay, now go back to the vertex. The first point you made. And if you guys are just straight up copying right out, you're never gonna, you gotta count on your own, okay? There's no way for me to, okay? You're gonna count from here. Okay, you're going to count up 4 and then go over 2. And then do the same thing. Go back to the vertex. Count up 4 and over 2. Okay, the only way for you to learn is just by graphing it yourself, okay? Some of you guys might need help on the vertex, but you can count up 1 and over 1, and you can count up 4 and over 2. Okay? If you're just copying down and you're like, oh, she's got a dot at 2, 3, I need to put it up. You're not going to learn. I promise you. Okay, number 5, we're gonna start our graph at 0, 0. What does this plus 4 on the outside do? It's gonna go up 4. What does a plus 3 on the inside do? Go over 3, okay? And it has to be left because we can't even go right even if we wanted to. Okay, from that dot, from the vertex, we're gonna go what? 1 over 1. So we're gonna go up 1 over 1. Up 1 over 1. Okay, and then what?
Up 4 over 2.
4 over 2 from the vertex. Okay, so go back to the very first dot you made. 1, 2, 3, 4 over 2. Okay, look at 7. We're going to put our pencil on 0, 0. What does this minus 3 on the outside do? It's going to go down 3. What's a plus 3 on the inside do? Left 3. Okay, that's our vertex. Okay, and again, because we're getting there, does this graph open up or downwards? It's going to open upwards. Okay, so then if it opens upwards, you're going to go up 1 over 1. And up 1 over 1. Okay, from the vertex, you're going to go up 4 over 2. Okay, number 9. It starts at 0, 0. What does a plus 1 on the outside do? Up 1. A minus 1 on the inside. To the right 1. Okay, the up and down are pretty, I would say, easy. The inside is where people get jacked up, okay? Okay, from here, is this graph opening up or down? It's opening upward. So we're going to go up 1 over 1. And then up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 over 2. Okay, and again, make sure you're counting from the vertex. Okay, 11. What does a minus 2 on the outside do? Down 2. A minus 2 on the inside. To the right 2. Okay, that's our vertex. Does this graph open up or down? It opens down. So rather than going up 1 over 1, we're just going to go down 1 over 1. Okay, that's the only difference. Okay, so we're going to go down 1 over 1. Down 1 over 1. Okay, and then again, from the vertex, you're going to go down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 over 2. Down 4 over 2. Turn it off.
I didn't mean it.
Okay, 13. We're going to start at 0, 0. What does that minus 3 do? Down 3. So we're going to go down 3. What does a minus 4 on the inside do? Right 4. Okay, can I even go left 4? No. Okay, so does this graph open up or down? It opens down. So we're going to go down 1 over 1. Down 1 over 1. Okay, or down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 over 2. Okay, 15. We're gonna start at 0, 0. Okay, what does that plus 3 do? We're gonna go up 3, a minus 4, right 4. Okay, does this graph open up or down? Up. Okay, so we're gonna go up 1 over 1, and then up 4 over 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 over 2. Okay, tomorrow we're gonna be doing the same thing, except for I added some slopes on there. Okay, which is what we'll talk about tomorrow with that stretch and compression. Okay, so our picture will still look like a U, but it may be a very tall and skinny U or a very fat and wide U. Okay, rather than this regular one. Okay, you guys have 8 to do. Go through and get your